Well, who was it that jerked off and sold it for fucking $30,000 or $40,000?
I don't know.
I'm not even kidding. That was that the soup can guy. Andy Warhol.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he jerked off on a canvas. I don't know if he did like one time or multiple times, but it went for tens of thousands of dollars. He's like, yeah. I really want to hear him like present that at an art gallery. Like, this painting is of the sky and the moon and the stars, and it represents womanhood. And he's like, I jerked off on this. I jerked off while sounding with a paintbrush, but I didn't use the fucking paintbrush.
That's what you can do when you're...
I fisted myself with a soup can, and I melted a watch.
That's not the same guy.
I did it, though. I'm Andy Warhol. I melted a watch in my ass and shit it onto a soup can, and while looking at it, I jerked off onto this canvas. The bidding will start at $50,000.
I had no idea that's what Andy Warhol said.
My name is Andy Warhol.
I am an artist.
Yeah, I shit soup cans. I don't know why. I had a tomato bisque for dinner, and now it's back in the can. And in the can. I shit it into the toilet. Luckily, I could draw a plunger, but I didn't use a brush because I hate brushes. I used a Mack truck covered in menstrual fluid.
You like Marilyn Monroe? Well, here's Marilyn Monroe 4 times. I'm Andy Warhol.
I didn't use a canvas on this one. I used the foreskin of 8 young men. When you rub my drawing...
I have a bird now. I'm using my ass feathers to paint. I am Andy Warhol.
This is beauty. Beauty is in the beholder. I painted a beholder. I am D&D.
Oh, fuck you. I'm Andy Warhol.
I'm Andy fucking Warhol. You want a can of soup? On weekends, I give soup to homeless people.
Notice Andy Warhol does all the art things. Is that what's happening?
Yes.
You like a big mess? Well, here's a big mess. It's all over the place. Jackson Pollock is a hack. I'm Andy Warhol.
Some lady painted 3 dots on a canvas. I jizzed on my son and rolled him across the bed sheets. $42 billion.
I'm Andy Warhol.
I'm Andy fucking Warhol.
See, they just killed him. He didn't die. He was just super annoying. I'm Andy Warhol.
I'm Andy fucking Warhol.
You know, this is probably only funny to us.
No one is laughing right now.
All right. Fuck you, I'm Andy Warhol. Is that what he did at the Super Bowl halftime show? He didn't even sing. He just shows up. Fuck you. Here's a soup can. Ding. Oh my God.
All right. For this avant-garde piece, I went to Steamworks in Chicago and found the biggest bottom there. 37 men came deep inside of him, 2 of them wearing rubbers made out of chickens. After they were done, I had him stand in front of an industrial fan and fart the jizz into the fan so it blew back past him and onto the canvas. You can see by the brush strokes here that he slightly exploded. This is a piece of shit.
I'm Andy Warhol.
I'm Andy fucking Warhol. $22 billion trillion.
And then someone, oh, it's beautiful. I will take it.
Notice the way the light goes off of the spoo mixed with his innards.
Oh, my God.
If you look really carefully, the DNA lines up to spell AIDS. I'm Andy Warhol.
So that's Ace Amos. I don't know how he got there.
Thanks, Ace.
You were slap happy, I think.
I am so fucking tired.
Ho, ho, holy balls, it's already 2020? Hello everyone, I'm Xander the Blue, and this is another thing on the internet. Now I know what you're saying. Xander, there just isn't enough videos of fursuits talking into cameras. Well, I'm here to fill that void. And if you actually like this, please click the like button, that's what it's f***ing for. Now I have to come clean. This is my 40th Christmas and... No, wait, don't unsubscribe, please, So this year for Christmas, I had one goal. And that was just not to get in a fight with my parents or rock the boat too much. You'd think that would be easy, but right away I got in a fight with my dad. I didn't even mean to, about movies. I had heard the new Ryan Reynolds movie, Death Euphemism, wasn't very good. And he's just like, I don't care what critics say. And I'm like, well, I actually do care what critics say, and sometimes critics and audiences can agree on things. And he's all just, well, I just follow what the audience on Rotten Tomatoes say, because he's never heard of online polls before. And I'm just like, well, I'm sorry, I thought all those trips to the theater you would have developed some fucking taste. I didn't really say that. All I said was critics and audiences can get along and agree. And then he got really freaking mad, and I just went to the bathroom. Well, golly, this is a great start, and we haven't even gone to church yet. Now, every Christmas I go to church because my mom wants me to, and it makes her happy. You know, it's not my jam, but I survived. I survived the 2 hours of standing and sitting and watching bad music. I'm sorry, I'm not saying church music is bad. I'm saying my church's music is bad. And you can't look it up. But it's over, and I'm happy, and I'm like, okay, part 1 of the Christmas gauntlet is over. Time for family dinner. So we go to my parents' house and we gather around the TV for our traditional Christmas dinner, a giant Costco pot pie that could probably feed the population of Papua New Guinea. But I'm not going to complain. It's food is food, and we all watched a movie. We're not talking. This is good. And the movie is Scrooge. And this is okay if you don't know my family. The entire movie, I could swear they were rooting for Scrooge. There's this whole scene where Scrooge has his body taken out and everyone's happy. And my brother's like, why is he just pissed at these people? But he said it like playfully, like, why isn't he pissed with his people? Because if you say something jokingly in the Midwest, it doesn't count. And I'm just like, just watch the frickin' movie. Don't say anything. It's Christmas. Don't be a dick, Xander. But this is the 70s Scrooge, so there's like songs and dances, and you totally miss the message, which is great for them. I should probably see a therapist, shouldn't I? But we finished the movie, and I thought, hey, we've already had a great night, and it's late, and whatever. But you know what? No fights, we're good. One night down, one to go. Because it's time to sleep and get up tomorrow morning for the extended family Christmas. It's a fabulous time where I try not to overhear political conversations and have a rage stroke. But I load up on a few Bloody Marys. I'm having a good time, because that's how you survive Christmas. Sure, my uncle's bitching about paying too many taxes, but this is really good guacamole. You can't ruin Christmas if your mouth is full. Wait. But I noticed something weird is that, like, everyone is really tired. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I found out, like, most of my extended family got hammered the night before. And everyone is hungover. It's a hungover Christmas. And everyone is very, very silent. This silent night seemed really involuntary. Honestly, I knew something was off right away because the whole vibe was like the intro of Final Fantasy X. Like everyone's just happy to be alive and they're just like staring off into the sun. But I realized how weird this whole thing was. Just like this entire meet is like Facebook now. I don't know my relatives. They don't know me. I hide things from them for reasons, and same with them. But we really don't know each other, and any small talk really doesn't advance that. And honestly, I don't want to spill too many beans because I don't want to make anyone mad. My dad had a small conversation with my cousin, and he couldn't even convince him to see John Wick. It was actually rather refreshing because the shoe was on the other foot. My dad's like, well, there's lots of action, you can shoot the Russians, so that's good. And my cousin's just like, well, there's nothing there that sounds appealing to me at all. You can make any movie sound mad. Teenage romance, but their boat sinks. Post-climate change road trip. Cats. So I'm just trying to avoid all this stuff, and I'm just bouncing around, going back to the TV. I'm the only person watching the basketball game, and the whole time I'm just like, you got this. Don't eat too many chocolate pretzels. I know they're delicious, but you're gonna die. I should probably see that psychologist. And then we went back to my parents' place. We exchanged gifts, and it was pretty much over. It was just like the biggest nothing Christmas. And it just feels like a calm before a storm. And I don't want to be like warning you or anything, but my God, you ever get that feeling? It's really weird. The calm before the storm. And then I drove home, and I made this movie a couple days later. 'Cause I'm weird. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll do more. What the heck, why not? And honestly, if you like any of our stuff, please support us on Patreon. These wonderful people gave us money and allow us to do this and whatnot. So, oh no, my thing's beeping. I'm running out of power. It's down to the wire. This is really exciting. So I'm just gonna ramble until it runs out of power. Bye.
Leonard, you have to support all the band.
The next product for Matthew
Next
McConaughey to
product for
endorse.
Matthew McConaughey. All white, all white, all white. Ah! Oh, no,
We had a spit take! We had a spit take!
okay, all white, all white, all white. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Is that the one you were proud of? That's the one to be proud of.
That is fucking
Wow, man. That was genius, dude.
It's Valentine's Day, the day where we celebrate a murdered Catholic saint by trying to fuck. And if you're single, what a wonderful topping to drizzle onto seasonal depression. Was Christmas not enough of a kick to the balls? Well, hearts everywhere! Oh look, Dunkin' Donuts has heart-shaped donuts. It's like a metaphor for eating away at your life meter. At least it's better than the terrible heart candy you got in grade school, which I'm pretty sure was made out of leftover chalk. By the way, if you're in a relationship, then Valentine's Day is usually on a weekday. So then you have to end your workday by buying dying plants and petrified Target chocolate. I have also been seeing ads for giant teddy bears. Happy Valentine's Day, honey. Here's a feng shui nightmare. Now maybe it's just me, but those look like they've been made by the mafia to hide dead bodies. But honestly, when it comes to Valentine's Day, the best thing you can do is go to your significant other and say, honey, let's not wait 2 hours for a table after braving the frozen tundra. Sliding through snow-covered streets like Ridge Racer. Or maybe let's not do those things today. Maybe instead, agree to postpone those gestures and then bring it out later as a surprise when it's appreciated. You can even get a table in a decent amount of time, and your waiter won't assume that you're gonna smash. So yeah, just wait until the future when it's needed most, and then unleash your surprise Valentines! Just don't do that and make them get in a white van. Neighbors might call the cops. Well, that's all for now. If you like this, get this money on Patreon, and check out our other Drag It Show stuff. We got illustrated D&D sessions, podcasts, cooking with alkali, and all sorts of crap. That's all for now. See ya!
Roll up and it'll make you feel better. Roll up and it'll make it alright. Roll up and it'll bring it all together. So let's watch a Drag It Show and stay the fuck inside.
Sip time.
Sip time.
Sip time. Sip time. Sip time. Sip time.
Sip time. Sip time.
Sip time.
Why was he holding her hand when she's supposed to be mine? It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Why was he?
Howdy, can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, great. I can hear you. Hello! So cool. Okay. Thank you. This is so cool to be here. Thank you. Uh, I'm putting out my second album finally. It'll be out in August. I've just decided to cancel myself before anyone else can do it, so it's the Status is Over party. And it'll be out mid-August. I would like to. That sounds like a blast. Boy. Fair enough. My voice is still dead from Anthro, Ohio. Maybe it'll still be dead by that stream. We'll see. So I was playing Diet U at Anthro, Ohio, and by Saturday my voice was already dead. So my Sunday panels, I just made it my goal to kill it more, and it was great. I was by Monday. I was pretty close to that point. It was great. Oh God. You want the list alphabetically or chronologically? Um, uh, yeah. Oh no, you don't understand. I'm the programming lead. I gave this to myself. But you know, of yours, I did MST3K. I did both whose lines with Iggy. And then I did my usual three panels of my midnight question this, and then I did my concert. Citrine and I introduced a new panel that is our duo group called United Huskies and Ferrets, or UHF. And then I just ran around like a madman. Yeah, thank you. Okay, we'll talk about that after the stream. Uh, anyway, no, 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 that's okay. No, actually, genuinely, everyone had a pretty good time, so that's what's important. And I'm looking at the chat, and absolutely not. I did not learn from Foursquare, and I think I did right around 14 hours straight again at Anthro Ohio. It was great. It's so much fun. It's fun. Oh, if it happens at the same weekend, I will be fist fighting Nomadicon. This is a threat. I'm so kidding, but also not. Uh, Very vaguely. Okay. Oh no. Oh. That is fantastic. I hope I get to experience that soon. Might be sooner than you think. Oh no. No, that sounds like you. That's why you're called the bad influence. Was it in a state that that's legal? Yeah, I get that. I will do my absolute best. I cannot guarantee anything right now. I am definitely trying, definitely cannot guarantee that I'm not going to murder you, but that's besides the point. Friends murder friends. That's how that happens. So I am all 10 songs are written. I have five that are underway of being recorded. Some are getting close, but usually the way it works is I will go through and listen to them probably a gazillion times each before I decide to actually call them finished. I think when it came to the first album, I think I was still making tweaks the week it was coming out because I'm that particular about it. Yeah. Alkaline, I wrote the song Hello from the year 2049 2 weeks before the album came out. It's the song that almost didn't happen. It probably. Uh, oh, 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 30 plus takes. So my, so I do everything myself now. I recently dropped way too much money to upgrade all of my recording software. So I am now a one man band from the string instrument to the vocals down to the percussion now. When I did Boozy's Legal Funhouse theme, there is a violin part in there that my system will tell me what take number I'm on. And I believe the violin take was 134 before I got one that I liked. It's stupid. I almost want to turn the numbering off because it's just like a slap in the face at this point. Right. Upla, have you seen the edited version of the first square and outtakes? No, 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 no. I went through and re-edited it. Okay, I'll send you a link after the show. Awesome. What ocean is near Chicago, Alkali? That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. Yeah, they're the cross roads, not the cross oceans. What is their state motto now? I'm just curious to know what is there to see in Indiana, if anything. Corn, yes. Corn. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get that. I mean, I'm from upstate New York, so I'm from the not fun part of New York. So like 99% of this state is also just corn and highways, but our roads are not flat. Oh, Michigan is so much worse. So much worse. Yeah. I mean, I think so. I've only driven them to MCFC, mind you, but dear God, do you have potholes? I thought New York was bad with their potholes because we get a shit ton of snow, so our potholes get really bad. But oh my God, um, one year I did MCFC in the car that fell apart on me 9 days before first square, and anytime I hit a bump, I had to hope and pray that that car was not going to like end it. I've never had that problem in Indiana. I mean, okay, of course Indiana takes care of their highways. You can't call yourself the crossroads of America and not take care of your crossroads. Like that's the one thing we're banking off of. Oh, taxes. Oh, you Chicagoans bitching about taxes. I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I'm in the third highest tax county in the country. Oh, it's complete bullshit. It's awesome, isn't it? At least we don't get complaints of you don't move here. I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind. Something about taxes. This is why I'm an accounting minor. No, they're not wrong. Tax evasion happens when you do your taxes and you have no idea what you're doing. I just absolutely love that you called it fair finances. It's adorable. I remember getting a receipt from you that was from Dragon Entertainment, and then immediately sending you a message saying you could have picked like a more like porn sounding nickname. And if that's the case, I'd rather not find out. Yeah, bye. I need to see this. Yes, you are. You are now. Um, So I think you know this. On the side of my car, I have a little vinyl logo of Dragon Show, and it says Dragon Show underneath it. But on our first snowstorm, the S fell off, so it just says Dragon How underneath it. So yeah, so recently the W also fell off, so now it says Dragon Ho. I love it. You want to know the absolute best part of all of this? I had my little brother in the car today. He's 7 and had to, and of course, asked me about, oh, so what's Dragon Ho? Well, I think I told you the first time. I think I told you the first time that I saw the Dragon Show like in a schedule. I thought it was a drag show. It all makes sense now. I didn't put anything on eBay. Dude, just put me on eBay. Awesome. It's about time I get sold. Wait, wait. Hey, that's me too. The Stats This Over party canceled and sold. Okay, so the my initial thought is that you're both gay, so of course you're gonna pick the one that sounds close to the slur. But I heard the Fergan show, and I'm just thinking, do you really want to be compared to like the late night talk show host, Craig Ferguson? So like, it makes sense. I mean, you can reclaim it. You are a queer person. You can reclaim it. I just don't like to use it. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, did we have another come to Jesus moment? I said, did we have another moment, find Jesus moment? Awesome. So 10 songs are written. Uh, I believe five of them have a demo started. Oh yeah, got some really fun stuff coming up. Yeah, I kind of really tried to expand the horizons of doing both like really upbeat, fun, funny stuff to like the really dark stuff. So I'm really excited about these. Yeah. So for me, I don't ever have like a sit down, what I call forced creativity session, because that's when like the worst stuff comes out of it. What I have to do is I need to, if I, like, say I'm taking a commission for a specific idea, I need to sit on it for a week and like let it settle and marinate in my brain before something comes out of it. Usually the inspiration will strike me at a very random time. Like one of the songs on the album is called Coffee, and it was struck by a friend of mine memorizing my coffee order, and that struck a whole song in itself about like quiet love and how like love is shown even without saying it, like things like that. So there really is no like, yeah, like that's how that happens. It's just got to kind of sit and marinate and let it regurgitate how it's going to regurgitate, that kind of. Have to write it down or I will forget it. Sometimes it is the random. No, go ahead. It is so bad, but I do that with sometimes I'll get lazy because my best stuff comes to me when I'm laying in bed about to fall asleep. So like 90% of the time I'll just like write down a lyric and I'll have the best melody in my head and then won't write that down too. And then I'll lose it and I'll have to try to remember it and it's awful. There are so many just like miniature. I can hear you. Hold on. Did I come back? Okay, fantastic. Okay, I forgot what I was saying. I've got random melodies sitting in my phone. I don't know if they're ever going to become anything. Oh, I have those too, because I'll get them while I'm driving as well. Am I back? No, I think it's my phone because I go to like check my phone and I have all Apple products, so everything's kind of interconnected. So it keeps telling me, do you want to connect your microphone to your phone? And it's like, no, I do not want to do that. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So it's really interesting because the way that I do it now is very systematic. Um, so it really kind of depends on the song as well. So I use the example of like Brussels sprouts, where the joke starts with the first line. And then the chorus is kind of just there to continue the song along. But there are songs that I write where the joke doesn't hit until the chorus, and then you still have more verses to fill to also fulfill that joke. So it really depends on the song and how it flows. A lot of it is just experimentation. Um, but I guess like I said, the punch up really depends on kind of the feeling of the song and how you want to make that happen and make that point. Um, Sometimes those verses have to be just complete nonsense to make that joke happen. Um, which is it's interesting and extremely hard to do. But yeah, I think that's what you're going at. Did I break something else? Move the cam. Ah! I am the background. Absolutely. This is an unflattering angle. Ah. Yeah, I'm doing this from my roommate's couch, so there is not going to be a flattering angle here. Right. Isn't it the worst? The- I'm so proud of you. Your job is fucking up for everyone to see. I do it to your face. I don't care anymore. Oh god, you remember the first year of doing conventions where it was just a matter of constant compliments? Now I'm just like, Alkali, you're a dumbass. What, the compliments? Yeah, that's why I did it in notes instead. Aw. 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 You still haven't read it? Oh, yay. Oh, yay. I can't wait to torture you again at IFC then. I will. For charity. It's fine. You'll find out. No, you'll enjoy that panel. I'm talking about a panel called Fables for Fermented Ferrets that I told Alkali he was going to be on, and because he's dumb, he agreed. I got away with a lot because you don't remember it. Oh my god, there are so many lines that I've said that I have like wrecked myself over. And I've literally had people tell me afterward, they're like, either I don't remember that or that was so funny, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, no. And what's even better is the lines that do hit, you barely remember. You're gonna remember your negative moments because that's what sticks with you. That's what you feel is the most embarrassing. But yeah, no, you are always your own worst critic. Oh, yeah, no, mine's weird because I deal with people's personal information. Oh, it's yeah, it's not fun. Sure, absolutely. Oh, all right. I gotta think about this one because for those who don't know, I'm autistic. I like to stick to the same like 20 foods, so I don't know when the last time I actually tried something new is. Ooh, what is that? Nope, never even heard of it. Ooh, yeah, I've never had it. I have so many things I need to try. Wow. Okay. Oh my god. Well, you know what? Seamus had brought up earlier in the chat that the first time I did the Drag It Show song, I forgot a lyric and just started strumming and just being like, I got this. I know I got this. And apparently that's like super memorable because you remember saying like, oh, you mean the awkward pause wasn't supposed to be there? So that was phenomenal. I can't watch that video anymore from secondhand embarrassment of myself, but apparently that was a good one. I can watch like the last year, but anything pre-pandemic I cannot watch. Mhm. What was this the one that I was on where I had to talk about your dick? Phenomenal. Phenomenal. They made the asexual talk about dicks.
Sip time.
$20.49. 2049. Okay. That'll be on the album too. Look, there's a Promise Part 2 on the next album. I'll just put Part 2 to 2049 as well. You're hiding behind me. I can't carry the show by myself. I'm bad at this. Which one? Oh, okay. So The Promise was a song that I premiered on the first concert I ever did, which was First Squared 2022. And it is an original song that I wrote based off of the promise that I made to Alkali, which was when I was 18 years old, I promised that I would save my first drink for him. And we were able to fulfill that on my 21st birthday at MFF in 2021. So that was that promise. There is a part 2 to that promise that is coming on the next album. So if you want to watch Alkali cry more, you'll enjoy that one. You good over there, buddy? Okay. I listen, the inspiration comes to me and you make it so easy. No, you. Oh, yes. Well, excellent. I need more of my CDs. This will be great. Oh, we're gonna talk business after the stream because we have a lot to talk about. Sounds fantastic. So can I talk about that for a second? The Once Upon a Time song. So I think you know this. I wrote that song when I was 15. Um, so remind me to send you the original recording of that because I do have it. Um, so what I find really funny about the fact that you were the one that clung on to that was the inspiration behind that was a different stand-up comedian who was popular at the time. I'm dead serious, yeah. 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 Thank you. No, that genuinely is one of my favorites that I've done. Yeah. That first recording was rough, but I like the one that's in the public eye. Oh boy. Okay. That is funny as hell. I get that. But since you said you'll be throwing that up for charity, you should know there will be a con very soon in the future. As soon as I have the green light to talk about it, I will talk about it. That there will be a collection of every recording that I've done since I was 13 until today up for grabs, and that will be the only copy that exists of that. And the recording of Once Upon a Time will be on there. Bring your charity money, Alkali. Oh, I understand that. I work seasonally, so I work 4 months out of the year total, I think. So I understand the budget thing. Mhm. Oh, Oh, that is so sweet, though. That's worth it, though. um, you had brought up that how you brought up that the ferrets are not you or not me as the logo of First Squared. Which brought me to 2 points. One, everyone thinks that I copied your persona, and I think that's really funny. No, I was not, and that's why everyone thinks I was an owl at my first convention, and I came up with that in the registration line at Anthrocon. But no, I was not Status. Actually, the convention that I premiered the Dragon Show song was the first time that I was Status. No, the character of Status was created in like 24 hours, and I think that's really funny. But no, the whole ferret thing is just a complete coincidence. Uh, it is wild. And I completely forgot the other point that I was going to make. So you got that story. So did you know there's an ADHD medication shortage right now? Guess who's suffering from it, Alkaline? My brain is everywhere. Brain goes zoom. B had asked in the chat where my name came from. When I tell you this character was created in 24 hours, at the time I was taking a sociology class and we were learning about status symbols. And so status I just thought was a cool name. That's all that was. Thank you. It's a great name. Except, my dad likes to make the joke anytime he asks me where I am. What's your status? Yeah. Of course you think that's nice, Dad. I think my video died. Fantastic. Ooh. Um. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. That is incredible. No bees. The bees. No, that sounds good. All right, infinite money. We're going to Alaska. Um, all right, perfect. Well, that's all we need. No, because here's my thought. We'll still have the traditional convention space and whatever. The thing is our fursuit headless lounge is not a room. You just go outside, and it's infinite cooling. There is no money involved in the fursuit headless lounge. You just walk outside. Yup, but now it's in April and you don't have to worry. Well, I shouldn't say that. You don't have to worry about it. You still get snow in Wisconsin in April. Yeah. Well, my other thought with that too is, you know how we talk about the 6-2-1 rule. Well, you don't really need to sleep if we do it during that one time that it's light out all the time in Alaska. I know. 14 hours straight of paneling, Alkali. We can make this longer. Money is no object, but in this case, neither is human resources. Oh, well, Papa does it great. I was not around for FCM. You're making me so hungry now. I'll hide through too. Thank you. I do. When I was 15, I got to attend my first Pride Festival, very small event, held about 30 minutes from where I live. And I remember I went with like a queer youth group that I used to go to, and a handful of them went over to talk to the same protester that shows up at this Pride event every single year. Um, I don't remember any of the conversation that they had, but I do remember at one point the protesters saying, "You're all going to hell," and one person saying, "Hell sounds like a party," and then just instant screaming, like cheering, and it was amazing. Oh my god, it was my favorite. Amazing. That is incredible. Oh, that is the old man I want to be. Can I go through the letters quickly? I do know them. Awesome. I have a worst. The worst ice cream I've ever had is cantaloupe flavored ice cream. Yeah, we. I worked. No, go ahead. Mhm. Yeah, I can get that. So what's funny is my favorite I actually can't have anymore. My favorite is a flavor called grasshopper pie, which is mint ice cream with like chocolate swirls and Oreo pieces in it. It's so good. I miss it. I'm allergic to mint now. But that was always my favorite. It's the worst. You're such an old man. I love you. I'm not saying it's not. It's just a very old man flavor. You're welcome. That would be Elton John, yeah. Oh, that sounds amazing. I've actually been to the original Ben and Jerry's factory. It's up in Vermont. Yeah, yeah, it's like 3 hours from where I live. They might. Really? Oh, I am a chocolate person all around. I am always a go for chocolate. Yes, you have, and it's so good. Oh, you need to send that to me. Actually, you know what? No, you don't need to send that to me because that's all I'll eat the entire summer. I was gonna say, yeah, no, you already lost me at I need to figure out how my eggs handle, and I'm like, nope, I'm gonna throw them in the bowl and hope for the best. Damn it. Oh, that does sound good. Yeah. Remind me to send you Remind me to send you this TikToker that I watch who just goes through and makes old recipes from anywhere from the 30s and up, and goes through and tries them. No, no, different person. I wish. No, I was just gonna say I wish I could remember his name. I don't think so. Dylan Hollis. Yep, that's him. Mm. This entire stream is just making me hungry. I worked at different ice cream parlors for 3 years. Like, you'd think you'd get sick of it, but you just don't. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh, I have to think on this one. That's awesome. It is a very hard question, and we love you. Mm. Oh God. Okay, so I can tell you, I had to go through a lot of moments. So The moment that I felt most proud was opening the initial box with the album of Reinvention. Because when I was, I think, 16 or around that age, I had made a post that floated around on Facebook for a while that just says, "It is a dream of mine one day to have my album pressed onto vinyl." And I got to pull that out of the box and hold it. I've been a musician my entire life, and that happened. And I had a physical copy of the things that I had created. So yeah, I would say that was probably the most proud was holding that in my hands for the first time of I put it on my wall next to the collection of albums that I had that ranged from all the musicians that I've looked up for my entire life. I had a Goodbye Yellow Brick Road album up there. I had Weird Al albums up there, and I got to put my album up there with that collection, and I got to be a part of that for a brief moment, and that was probably the most proud, right? No, I had to miss Anthrocon last year, but I will be there this year doing my first main stage show. And I cannot wait to see Pete perform, genuinely. I'm hopefully going to be a part of that, doing something very different. So stay tuned for that. Oh boy. Um, I will answer this immediately. I have taken the Jeopardy test and did very poorly. Um, yeah, but the game show I would most want to be on is Name That Tune because I watch that at home and kick everyone's ass on that show. So no question, Name That Tune. I could not tell you. Oh, really? Well, found out what I'm watching this afternoon. Can I just be the god of like mildly annoying people? Of mildly annoying people? Like just minor inconveniences? Yes. It is so my symbol is also a cross, except the line going across it is just like 2 degrees crooked. And it's also somehow asymmetrical. Mild inconveniences. No, 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 no. It cannot be every 10 minutes. It has to be random times because if it's 10 minutes, then it's predictable. It can't be mildly inconvenient if it's predictable. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. I mean, I feel like the rock in the shoe would be a really good weapon. Like, yeah, no, or you know what? It would be a pool noodle that you blow the tiny rocks out of, like kind of like a dart gun, like a marshmallow gun, but like it's a pool noodle and it shoots tiny rocks into people's shoes. Excellent, excellent. Yes, this is excellent. Yeah, he's live. Yeah. Pre-orders are open now at statusferret.com. They will also be on my Twitter as soon as the stream ends. This was a blast. Oh no. Thank you. You don't get to make me cry. That's my job. Asshole. Thank you. Love you too. Yay. Everywhere at Status Ferret. I'm on Twitter, Instagram. You can go to statusferret.com and find all of my shit.